our journey with modes, we learned the last time that the modes can be made by playing all of the white notes on the keyboard, starting on C and finishing on C, or starting on D and finishing on D, and so on. And that's how we came up with the modes. But that can be quite difficult to practice if we're trying to sing them, especially. I'm not a soprano. So we need to find a way of starting them on a common starting note, which means we need to work out the tones and semitones. When we do that, we'll discover an interesting thing. Some of the modes are do-based and some of the modes are la-based. So if they're do-based, they start with the do-re-mi trichord, and if they're la-based, they usually start with something like the la-ti-do trichord. There's one exception. So let's just dive right into how that actually works. So the do-based modes are those modes that start with outlining the do-re-mi trichord, i.e. the major third. So do to re, re to mi, right, as tones. So you've got two tones. And you can see that happens in the Lydian as well. And it happens in the Mixolydian. That's why we say that they are do-based. So they are tones at the start. Then it starts to change where the semitones are. So obviously the Ionian being the same as the major scale, we have mi to fa as a semitone, and fa to so to la, and la to ti are all tones, with ti to do being the semitone, right? Now that scale sounds like this. So the Lydian, as we said before, starts two tones. Then I get mi to fi, which is a tone, fi to so, semitone, so to la is a tone, la to ti is a tone, and ti to do is a semitone. And that's the pattern for the Lydian scale, and it sounds like this. So the Mixolydian scale starts the same as the Ionian. So mi to fa as semitone, fa to so tone, so to la as a tone. But where it changes is we flatten the seventh, so we make ti ta. That makes my semitone, and it ends with a tone ta to do. And the Mixolydian scale sounds like this. Now the la-based modes, they start in some way outlining the minor third between la to do. So they're either la ti do or la ta do. They outline that interval. So in the Aeolian, which we know is a natural minor, we have la to ti, which is the tone. Ti to do is the semitone. In the Dorian, we have la to ti, which is the tone, and ti to do, which is the semitone. So they outline the same. Phrygian, however, la ta, so we have a semitone to start it and then a tone. And same for the Locrian, semitone to start it and then a tone. So the rest of the Aeolian scale follows the normal natural minor. Do to re tone, re to mi tone, mi to fa semitone, so to la tone, fa to so tone, and so to la tone. And here is how the Aeolian scale sounds. Now the Dorian sounds the same as the Aeolian except for the change of the fi. So we have do to re is a tone. Oops, can't read that. Do to re is a tone. Re to mi is a tone. Mi to fi is a tone, not a semitone. Fi to so is a semitone. And so to la is a tone. And the Dorian scale sounds like this. Now the Phrygian, the rest of the pattern is do to re tone, re to mi tone, mi to fa semitone as outlined before, but now fa to so is tone and so to la is a tone. And it sounds like this. Then finally we have the Locrian mode. Now the Locrian mode also outlines the La to Do minor third, as we've highlighted already, so to La to Ta. Now finally we have the Locrian mode. Now the Locrian mode also outlines La to Do minor third, but starts with the semitone La to Ta and then tone Ta to Do. So if we follow the principle, we then have Do to Re, which is a tone. Re to Ma, though, is a semitone. And then Ma to Fa tone, Fa to So tone, So to La tone. And that's the Locrian mode, which sounds like this. And that's it. That's the modes all sung from the same common note. See you next time.